not a vampire, not an alien. I'm not the fucking mummy, I'm a goblin.
Greetings and welcome, Goblin Nation! Welcome to my review of Street Fighter, the Legend of Chun-Li. Because why not? I mean, come on. There are two actors that I really like, the main actress and the villain. That's kind of funny thing, has kind of the same thing that she, the main villain is Damien Dark. I mean, yeah, it's the actor that played Damien Dark in Legends and in Arrow. Kind of thing. Here's back, ladies and gentlemen. Here's back. Well, actually, that's before Arrow was a thing, I think. Anyway, so yeah, we got I got him in that. We also got somebody of the Black Eyed Peas because why not? The guy that with the knives, this guy, the Wolverine guy with the three knives kind of going on and he's you know what's weirdest? People are in this movie, they're like, there's this guy, when his mask on is, Chun-Li is like, I would hide that face too. He doesn't look ugly at all! He doesn't even have a scar, he doesn't even kind of thing, he doesn't even have shit on, and you wanna say, oh, I would have hide that face too. It's like, no you wouldn't, because that's your normal face. He doesn't look bad. He doesn't look, I mean, he looks good. And then there's also the black guy, you know, this really awesome kind of wrestler kind of guy that goes against this guy. That's a good guy of this one that Chun-Li gets trained by on some point. And there is also the point where he's like, you didn't get better looking. It's like, but he is not bad looking at all. He's like, what the hell? Does nobody know what ugly is anymore? Does anybody tell what ugly is? Ugly, in my terms, is when you get scarred, or when you got a deformity, like a deformity that your kind of thing looks there, or something gets open, but it's kind of more, or your eyes are bloodshot. Kind of thing. There's so many things that can make somebody ugly, but this is not making anybody ugly. No. But either way, they make the joke about it. Anyway, so in this movie, it's all about Chun-Li. When she was a child, her father got kidnapped. Yeah, got kidnapped, like kind of thing. He tries to fire by Damien Dark. I'm gonna call him Damien Dark. I know his name is not Damien Dark, but I'm gonna call him Damien Dark. You feel me? You feel the beat? You feel my beat? You get me? God. You get the twisted goblins mindset. That's good. You're learning. Anyway, so we got this kind of good thing going on, and her strength, her fury, her vengeance. To become a legend, I don't know. Either way, she kind of, her whole life since then, she's been on a vengeance path to get vengeance for her body. She left to at least save her. So she goes kind of thing, well, that's going on. There's also this cop that kind of goes all around. This cop wants it out. What's a piece of it? Because he is starting this criminal empire. He starts to go this bigger thing. And yeah, that happens. This bigger thing, but doesn't really work out. Kind of thing. We also find his history of Damien Dark. He wanted his soul, as all his good stuff is put into his daughter for some reason. And I'm like, okay, I guess. It's a weird kind of thing that I'm like, what's the point of that? Kind of thing. If you already gonna do that, if you're gonna put all your good in, let us first see what that good is. What does this good mean? Were you in the beginning like, I cannot do this? Were you in the beginning like, oh no, I cannot just drive somebody to do suicide. I cannot drive somebody like, or I cannot do. Give us something. Give us something very extreme that you could not do because you had the goods. No. Just no. We don't get it. Either way, so Chun-Li tries to kind of avenge us. She finally finds him the first time. Well, she gets her ass kicked to it, gets saved by this guy that then trained him like. And the best parts about this movie is the fighting. I mean, Street Fighter, it should be at least the fighting should be good. I never played any Street Fighter game at all. I know about Street Fighter. I've seen pieces of Street Fighter, but I never played Street Fighter. So maybe some things go over my head, but you know, this is a game, and movie games didn't get good anywhere, except for Resident Evil. That's really great, in my personal opinion. But also I didn't know the games that well. I did know Wesker a lot. Besides his ending in the Resident Evil movie, where he's like actual ending, that's like he escaped so many times dead, and he finally died by an elevator. That's like weird because he died by an explosion, survived it. He died by this, survived it, but he's actually dead in a fucking elevator. Anyway, I besides his death, I think the franchise of Resident Evil was just the top 10. But that's a review for another time. Another day! Not this review, no! This review is way different. So, the kind of thing, he joins forces with his new mentor. And he at the beginning, she learned piano. When her father starts fighting, kind of thing, she learned to fighting with her father. She wanted to connect with his father, her father. And now her father is taken away, so she's on a vengeful path. The first time fails, gets her kind of thing. The second time she joins up also with this cop, and she tries to save. She runs, she kind of thing. She finally then she finds out who is behind it all. What he's after, his daughter for some reason. Wants to kill the last weakness he has, his daughter. That doesn't make any sense because I thought all his evil thing was put in his daughter. His goodness was put in his daughter. It would be a cool twist if it was the other way around. That he was like, I wanted my evil be gone, and I put it in my daughter. But it seems I'm still kind of have this evil desire that didn't go away. Then making her daughter be really insanely evil at the end. That would be a cool twist. That's like, I tried to turn my evil away by putting in my daughter that I could be good. But it didn't work. So my daughter is more a bitch than any bitch ever before. That would be a cool twist that I like. Of course I don't know Street Fighter, so I have no idea who Damien Dark has to be from Street Fighter. I know Chun-Li. I have seen her fight. She doesn't look like Chun-Li. But I like the actress, so I'm like, yeah, whatever, man. Also, some other thing that I feel weird about is, what language are you gonna speak? Sometimes they speak English. Sometimes they speak Japanese or whatever. Like, they cannot choose. They literally, it's not like, oh, they're speaking to an American, and to a Japanese. No. They just go around speaking kind of thing. Sometimes they speak English. Sometimes they speak Japanese. Sometimes she, even to her own father, she also, before that, there is also a point where she finds her father finally, gets kidnapped by the way. She gets kidnapped, finally her father, but then her father dies. Like, even Milk has an experimental thing. Father. Yeah, he dies. Well, he dies. This time for good. First he was kidnapped, she tried to save him. Didn't go well, the saving part, and now her father is dead. Now she's kind of thing, goes back, escapes death capture. Now she's unvengeful, but now what's the whole kind of thing? Third kind of thing, she trained a little bit more, and now she's gonna go for it. Oh yes. Oh, she's gonna go very well, and she does. She goes to kind of thing. She fights him again. Damien Dark versus Chun-Li, and this time, yeah, I still call her Damien Dark. I could also call Chun-Li Lana Lang, because she's from Smallville. That's where I recognize her mostly from. She was good in that. It was a good movie. Yeah, a good kind of home series that I really enjoyed. Also, I feel like Stargate kind of stuff should be brought back, like this movie TV show that you got this hour-long kind of. Even though we got that on Netflix, like hour episodes, but you know, sometimes you need to budget. I'm just spitting out of it. Sometimes you need a series, sometimes you need a movie. Anyway, so the final fight happens. He fights first the mentor of Chun-Li again, Damien Dark kind of thing. He gets out the window, through the window, kind of thing. Fights a couple rounds of that, almost gets hurt. Chun-Li comes in, fights Damien Dark. And like I said, the fighting things are really good. This guy dies by the mentor of Chun-Li. He bites the dust. This guy dies by Chun-Li, kind of thing. Well, he actually gets hanged upside down. I don't think he's dead, but you know, he's defeated. Nash kind of does nothing. I don't even know why he's around, but you know, he's a cop, so he's the one that's going to be the final arrest, I guess. Anyway, so Chun-Li versus the Damien Dark. They fight a little bit around till she's like, okay, now I have to go in peace. Starts making this whole volley thing of her, and then to finish him, and he falls, like fall all the way. He falls like cry, is broke his kind of thing, and while his daughter is watching, it's like, oh yes, of daughter's father's weakness is his daughter. And rips his head all like, and he's broken before his daughter. I'm like, that daughter is gonna return my vengeance. I'm just saying. Anyway, that's pretty much the movie. Kind of thing. She runs off. She like gets this final poster like, oh, this is a tournament, Street Fighter tournament. Ryu seems to be the big thing. Ryu is the main character of Street Fighter, so makes sense they're gonna reference him from some point. Anyway, that's pretty much it. I give this one a 7.9. I feel like I feel like the fighting was really great. The fighting was great. The actress, I just like the actress. Don't know if she fit in it or not. Damien Dark kind of thing. I started to like him in some other stuff, so why not? I know he's not called Damien Dark, the actor, but what the hell, man? Just let me be me. Anyway, so in general, it was not a bad movie, but it was not good either. And I felt like it's not a 7, but it's also not an 8 worthy. So because when they're not talking, when they're talking, it's kind of like, well, can you not choose a language to fucking do? Like, because sometimes in Japanese, sometimes in English, that doesn't make fucking sense. But whatever. So the languages are all over the place. They're not always speaking English. And it's not like sometimes they speak English to the same person they speak Japanese to 5 minutes ago. It's weird. And I think the one that really, the fighting is really good in it. I really like the fighting. At least that's my opinion. It could be wrong. Guys could have a different opinion. But the fighting I really enjoyed. Kept my attention, the fighting. And the final battle kind of thing was also good. Either way, in general, 7.9. Sometimes I'm like between stuff and I'm like, I'm gonna make up a kind of a pointing system. If I cannot really choose, then I go somewhere between that. And that's at 7.9. That's the Twisted Goblin's opinion about the Street Fighter, The Legend of Chun-Li. What are your thoughts about this movie? Do you guys like it? Love it? Let me know down to hell below. So anyway, yeah, I know I'm over the top. I know I'm a little kind of thing, but I hope you enjoyed this kind of thing. It's kind of a short review that I like. 50 minutes is a good one. Good one to go for. So yes, kind of thing. What you think from the cast of this thing? You guys hated it? Do you guys like it? Do you guys agree? Disagree? Let me know all what you think down below. The short, the long, I love them all. But either way, Bye bye! For now.
And then the days got worse and worse, and now you see I've gone completely out of my mind.